YouTube Nation, Main Event TV, aka Me TV, aka Two Guns and a Sword, aka Dante's Inferno, aka Dante fans may cry, but Twilight fans will be happy. And that's what I want to talk about today. The Devil May Cry reboot. Now, before I get started, let me say that I have no problem with the reboot, the character change, or anything like that, because I don't know the story yet. I want to reserve my judgment until then. However, this video is done by massive request from the fans who are pissed off about this since it's been announced. So I represent the fans today, okay? Let's get that straight. Now, with that being said, let me say, my boy Dante, yeah, he gone. He gone. Capcom, you should know better. Once again, we're dealing with Capcom. You should know better due to the fact that you should not, number one, be changing a franchise character. All right? No matter how bad the game is, how good the game is, no matter, he is an icon in gaming. You do not mess with the formula. You saw what happened when you changed Mega Man slightly and people got pissed off, right? Right? Alright then. You do not change a Dante. And then on top of it, you give the game to Ninja Theory. Now look, before I get on Ninja Theory, let me say that I have a problem with that due to the fact that Japanese developers keep outsourcing their games. Stop outsourcing. I understand that you want to appease to the Western, the gamers of the Western side. But we need variety in games. Stick to your guns. Stick to them, please. I like those type of games, and there are many others just like me. This is not a niche community. There are many others just like me who like them too, okay? Come on, developers. Now, Ninja Theory. Let's get started on Ninja Theory. All right, look, Ninja Theory, I don't have a problem with you making games. I loved Heavenly Sword. Loved it, all right? Loved it. Now, with that being said, Enslaved don't look that good. It's all right, it's all right. It's okay. For the demo, it was all right. But let me say this. When you mess with Devil May Cry, and then instead of doing Heavenly Sword 2, what's wrong with you? You do not have the resume under your belt to take on a Devil May Cry. And look, I didn't have a problem with the character change like I said before, but when you make statements like, oh well, the fashion of the character, everything about him was cool then, but it doesn't work now, he should look more hip, he should look more punk, he should look more underground. What? Underground? First off, what do you know about the underground, Big Tactic? Matter of fact, I'm gonna let this fool tell you himself, okay?
The key thing for me when I first played Devil May Cry was that it was more than just a action game with great combat and gameplay. It was almost a cultural statement. It had great music, fashion, like he's so stylish, and great music, and so all of those things made it more than all the other games that were around there. So our thinking was, okay, if we've got to reboot this and make it fresh again, we should be looking at the stuff that's underground now, the kind of the music, the kind of action, the movies, the cinematography, the kind of clothing, the attitude, like that's going on now underground, that's not really been exposed that much in gaming. The key thing for me when I first played Devil May Cry was that it was more than just a action game with great combat and gameplay. It was almost a cultural statement. It had great music, fashion, like he's so stylish, and great music, and so all of those things made it more than all the other games that were around there. So our thinking was, okay, if we've got to reboot this and make it fresh again, we should be looking at the stuff that's underground now, the kind of the music, the kind of action, the movies, the cinematography, the kind of clothing, the attitude, like that's going on now underground, that's not really been exposed that much in gaming, and kind of revamp that, but keep the essence, the kind of the magic of the gameplay alive. And basically it allows us to kind of change the expectations of what he can do in terms of even gameplay wise, like the moves he has and everything. We're starting from the beginning, and it affords us, it's something that we decided with Capcom, that it affords us a lot of creative freedom to explore things in the story that maybe haven't been explained about his origin.
The idea with any reboot, as you've seen, we have plenty of meaningful templates in both film and TV about how to go about that. And we're leveraging a massive amount of the existing canon, obviously, but sort of replacing it in this current cultural context that we're in. And so it's sort of essential to have our partners in Japan to let us know when we're getting too far from the tether point and to understand what to respect.
Whoa, 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 whoa! First off, you wouldn't know what underground is if it came from underground and bit you in the ass, okay? But, let's talk about, since you want to talk about style, let's talk about the original design for Dante, all right? Because the new Dante, for those who didn't know, I'll put it in the info bar for you. The original Dante, when they did the design, he was a shirtless Dante walking around with suspenders on. Yeah, with suspenders on. And then the Japanese developers looked at it and said, "What, are you crazy? You crazy? Go. That's what happened. They sent them back to the drawing board, all right? And this is what we have to come up with. And did anyone else see the likeness between the new Dante and the developer? Dante? Oh, wait, that's not Dante. Well, what the Dante? So you put yourself in the game and you want to sit here and say, that's what's cool? If that's the case, you might as well make just a universal created character and just bill it as you are the next Dante. That's what you should have did, but you didn't go there. You put yourself in the game. It takes a lot of balls to just put yourself in the game and call yourself Dante. This is why gamers are pissed off at you, all right? And in Capcom, I don't know what they're smoking, but they need to just start passing it out, all right? Because Capcom said they want to make at least 5 million plus in the beginning initial sales on this game during release. 5 million. No Devil May Cry has done that. None of them. They talk about they're going towards a teenage angst route. Instead, stop. Just stop. Devil May Cry. It makes me want to cry. Okay? It makes me want to cry because this is pathetic. We went from something. Granted, the story was going nowhere, so like I said, I don't have a problem with the reboot. But for you to say that our character, as he wasn't cool. And now that he's going to be, when you play as him, you're going to feel cool. And the way he moves, you're going to feel like you're moving cool. What? Hold on. He looks like a crackhead. All right, that's what he looks like. So when I walk, you think I'm going to feel cool if I look like this guy? See, Ninja Theory, why? That's all I'm asking. Why? Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.